Jacksonville State Volleyball off to a 3-0 start in Ohio Valley Conference play, now 10-8 overall. Over the weekend, 2 5-set thrillers knocking off Austin Peay and Murray State. And then here on Tuesday night, taking care of business with Tennessee Tech, winning it 3-0. Coach Goodson, after you had the lead at Murray State 2-0, then you ended up going 5. I know the Tennessee Tech match, it was nice to put them away when you had the opportunity in 3 sets.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have used the adjective thrilling to describe the matches on Friday and Saturday, but
well, they were at 5. They were.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know that I would call that thrilling, but okay. Now, last night was fun. What was really neat was that 1 and 3, kind of took care of business. We went in the locker room afterwards, and the girls weren't satisfied. That they realized that we've got better volleyball in us, despite the fact that we won 3-0. So that's nice to see the team kind of growing up that way.
Abbey Heredia, co-setter of the week, and then had a good night against Tennessee Tech as well. Is this the best that she's played since you've been here, possibly?
Without a doubt. She's doing things for us that aren't showing up on the stat sheet. Offensively, if for the sort of volleyball purists, if you were to go online or look up our stats, see that our hitting percentage isn't the highest and Abby's assists per set aren't the highest, but she's keeping us in our system. We know that our hitting percentage won't be as high as other teams because we don't make a lot of errors. And so it might take us, 10 swings to get a kill, but in those 10 swings, we're not going to make any errors, maybe 1 error. And so statistically, comparing her to other setters in the conference, there are other setters that have better numbers, but without a doubt, she's doing things for us that aren't showing up on the stat sheet, and we're not where we are without her.
3-0 start, obviously happy, and you've protected your home court in the process too.
Yes, absolutely. It's a start we wanted based on the way the schedule worked out. So 3-0, getting on the bus, going to SEMO, who won the other division last year and actually got upset last night. So we're in a pretty good position right now.
And you come back home after that, and then you got, Belmont at home and Tennessee State at home then here at Pete Matthews Coliseum.
Yes, and that'll be homecoming. So for those of you out there at the football game, afterwards we're going to slide on down to Pete Matthews. It'll be a good weekend for us. Belmont the last 2 years has been a tough matchup for us, but we're not the same team that we were, and we've always played TSU well. And so, that would put us, we take care of those 2 matches, we potentially could be, 5-1 going to our sort of Kentucky swing.
Is this team deeper than the first 2 teams that you had?
Oh, there's no question. My first year here, we had 11 players. One of them got hurt, so we only had 10, with no primary passer and no depth. This year, we have depth at every position. We've got some 6 rotation outside hitters that, if needed be, we could use them in the back row as defenders. We have a lot of versatility now that I haven't seen in the 3 years that I've been here, so it's really been fun, Morgan, Ryan, and I, to get to sort of move the chess pieces around a little bit.
Got to scare Abbey Heredia and Kelly Cole last night. Both of them look like they got hurt on the same play, but both are okay?
Yes. Fortunately, my athletic training background and watching the play, I knew that there wasn't anything, seriously wrong with either one of them. My assistants, Ryan and Morgan, not having the background that I did, I thought Ryan was going to need an EMT on the sideline himself, being our setter coach. But no, they're fine. It was just one of those sort of freak things. Abbey landed on Kelly's foot, and so both of them have little bruises. But no, they should be good to go this weekend.
SEMO on Saturday evening, just 1 game on this road swing, which makes it a little bit easier. You leave Friday and play Saturday. They play in that small old gym there. Is that a different environment, a little bit tougher to play in maybe than playing here or some of the bigger places in the league?
It really is. And we don't try to use that sort of excuse ever. We've always been a very good road team, but that's different. They have the plastic sport court on the floor, so the surface is a little bit different. No baskets hanging down, and the floor is actually sunken down. So it's a different environment. There's no question about it. We'll get in Friday, get a good 2-hour practice to get used to it, and also our women's soccer team is going to be there kind of raising a riot in the stands. So we're looking forward to getting up there and kind of turning the tables on them. They've actually been upset twice at home this year already. So, we like where we are, and we're looking forward to this weekend.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Gamecocks 3-0 in the league, 10-8 overall. Play at SEMO on Saturday, then back at home here Friday, October the 11th, entertaining Belmont. Remember, free admission for all Jacksonville State volleyball here at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Great start to the Ohio Valley Conference season for Jacksonville State Volleyball. 3-0 in OVC play, 10-8 overall as they get ready for their first OVC road trip of the year, heading to Cape Girardeau this weekend to play there on Saturday. Two seniors on this year's squad. One of them is the young lady sitting here to my left, a senior setter and sometimes attack person at the net with a hitter in Abbey Heredia. 3-0, and you won all three matches at home. I was talking to Ryan last night after the match with Tennessee Tech. I'm not sure you won three matches at home last year, did you?
Yeah, that was a good start for us. Last year, it was kind of the opposite. All of our home games didn't really ever go in our favor. So it was not only nice getting the wins, but also at home with our home crowd and stuff.
Over the weekend, 2 5-set matches against Austin Peay and then Murray State, and then with Tennessee Tech, you just came out and sort of put your foot on their throat, didn't you, and got them 3-0 in that one.
Yeah, definitely. The weekend lasted pretty long. Both the games went 5. I think that we played pretty clean for the first 2 games, both Friday and Saturday, and then kind of went back and forth the last 3. But we pulled them both out, which was good. And then yesterday came out pretty strong and did well. Got it in 3, which was good because we could have let down like we did over the weekend, and we didn't.
Well, after Saturday, Murray State, you won the first 2, and then they came back and won the next 2, and then the 5th set was, 15-8, I think, so you won it rather easily. Mm-hmm. But last night, when you jumped on them 2 sets, did you want to go ahead and finish it then in the 3rd one and get it over with?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's exactly what we talked about in the locker room was we can't let what happened over the weekend happen again because it's really easy, especially for us to come out pretty complacent in that 3rd game and the opponent come out ready to go after they're down 2 games. So coming out and really taking that 3rd game was clutch for us.
Pretty tough non-conference schedule going into this conference season now. Has that helped so far, you think, and prepared you for conference play?
Yeah, definitely. I think having that tough preseason really gave us a chance to let all our nerves out and stuff. We knew we had nothing to lose in a lot of the games we played this preseason. So coming into conference, it's definitely playing more our caliber teams, which makes us feel pretty good.
I think y'all were picked 4th in the preseason poll in the East Division of the OVC. Is that something that you've talked about in the locker room as a team?
Actually, this is the first time I heard that. We hadn't even talked about that yet. But good to know, I guess, now.
Well, it'll give you something to talk about now. Right?
Exactly.
One of 2 seniors, you and Kelly Cole, part of a championship team in your freshman season. As you look back now, does it seem like it's been that long ago playing on that team, and now here you are, your last go-around in a Jacksonville State uniform?
It has gone so fast. I can't even believe that it's already been 4 years, and it's our turn being the seniors. I remember being the freshman out there just kind of having no idea what was going on, just kind of having fun and stuff, and now 4 years later, here we are in our last season. It's crazy.
Do you two put a little bit extra pressure on yourself since you're seniors and trying to be the leaders of the team?
I think we do, definitely, as far as making sure our underclassmen are confident and ready to play each game, trying to take the nerves off everyone else and kind of put most of it on ourselves. I think that helps a lot.
Having been through the OVC schedule, and most of the team has not, up until this weekend played a conference game, did you talk more about conference schedule and conference matches before you played Austin Peay and Murray State this weekend?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And that also in preseason when we would play certain teams, it was kind of like giving them an idea of the teams that we were playing, if they were kind of OVC caliber or lower, higher, trying to let them get a feel for what the teams were going to be like. And I think that helped, was kind of comparing some preseason teams to what the caliber of the teams are in the OVC.
As the setter, are you more or less the quarterback of the team on the floor out there?
Yeah, I think setters usually are considered the quarterback. I'm on the court the whole time, which I think it's just me and Kelly, actually. Sometimes Emily will spin all the way around, but we're pretty much the only 3 that are on the court the whole entire time, and I'm one of the people that touches the ball every single play. So,
being the setter, do you try to go to, like, if Emily's hot or Nicole, or do you just try to mix it up and move it around and everybody gets a shot every now and then?
I think definitely when hitters are hot, I'll tend to go to them a little more. Especially when they're hot, though, it depends on what the other team is doing. A lot of times when Emily's hot, she's got a big block on her, and same with Z, so definitely have to keep mixing it up to make sure the hot hitters are always open.
And we know deep down inside you're really a hitter, right?
Exactly. I like taking any ball that I can, but we know that doesn't usually work out so well.
When you do that, do you sense maybe you've got an opening right there, or is it just something to try to change up the opposition from trying to block Emily or Nicole or somebody when you attack at the net?
Yeah, definitely. It's more to keep their defense sound and on their toes, because every time if I'm going to Emily a lot, they're going to be waiting, getting back ready to dig her, so I'll try to drop one in there. Or that's something that usually is communicated between Ryan and I, or my defenders and me. They'll tell me kind of if they see something open, so then I'll just try it out, especially if we need a point.
As you look back at your career at Jacksonville State, good decision to come here, wasn't it?
Definitely. I would not have changed this for a thing.
All right, thanks. Good luck
Thank you very
this
much.
weekend at SEMA.
Thank you.
Jacksonville State on the road this weekend. First Ohio Valley Conference match. They play at Southeast Missouri State, then come back home Friday night, October the 11th. Back in Ohio Valley Conference play again with Belmont coming to town. And remember, free admission for all Jacksonville State volleyball here at Pete Matthews Coliseum.